Greetings and salutations, expendable meat puppets. You will all go up into large rockets today, strapped on top of tremendous quantities of high explosives with a dubious firing mechanism. Your lives may very well be short, but rest assured, they will not be painful, as any impact with the ground at a velocity of 300 meters per second is going to make damn sure that you don't feel a damn thing. And at the end of the day, that's the bright side, okay? You always have to look at the silver lining, and the silver lining today is that the game might not run. I don't know if that's necessarily actually a silver lining, but the reviews certainly have not been particularly promising so far. Mixed reviews with a 1,800 odd in is not amazing. Not fantastic indeed, and considering that all they really need to do was just make Kerbal Space Program with better graphics and a little bit of more mechanics, that's worrying. That is very worrying. And I'd kinda been fearing this. Ever since the rumors were starting to circulate that they'd essentially gutted the original development team. I am worried, I am, but let's get on into it, shall we, and see if my worry is well-founded or if it's mere paranoia. Scott the Celt says, any chance of some more traded Primarchs as loyal as Vidus in the future, or is that dead in the water for now? Well, when I get a little bit more situated with the research I'm doing, we'll see, but I'm not saying no, certainly. Okay. Single player. There is plans for a multiplayer campaign, but it is not in the game at the moment, and it is probably quite a few months away, which is unfortunate. Let's see, damn it. I wanted to call it the Archtopian Space Exploration and Human Sacrifice Program, but oh well. There we go. The ASSA, venturing into the great beyond to find new people to work in the factories. Let's see, do they have a nice little arch for me here? Do they? Oof. Okay, that's a oof. Alright, well, no, let's not panic just yet. It might just be a silly flag. Let's hope it's just a silly flag. None of this looks like an arch to me, which is tragic, frankly. My representation is as usually ignored. Well, it's sort of pseudo, kinda, somewhat, kinda flaggy thingy. What are these colors supposed to dictate? Anything? Right, bright warning orange and white. There you go, that's good. Difficulty, normal, game mode. Game mode is locked at sandbox at the moment, so, there is no campaign, as far as I can tell. Alright, well, we'll do sandbox then, I suppose. Because in Kerbal Space Program 1, of course, you had various campaigns where you had to worry about, for example, money, or you had to earn resource, research, etc. to unlock new vehicles and vehicle parts and rockets and all kinds of fancy stuff. That does not seem to be here at the moment, though. Let's not jump to conclusions. There might be something in-game.
Your new space program, leaping forward into the cosmos. Since the dawn of Kerbal kind, we have looked to the sky and wondered what
voice acting
mysteries lie
sort of
in the darkness, like jewels never beheld. These untold treasures may soon reveal themselves.
Very kind of. Pagey, hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Center. This campus has everything you need to turn your fledgling space program into the stuff of legends. Your engineers have created a training program that will guide you through building and flying your very first rocket. Alright. Well, I don't need help. I know how this works. Vehicle assembly building. Yes. Come on, come on. I know how to make a rocket. Go away. Go away. There you go. Alright, so we start with the classic Mark 1 tin can, of course, the command module that will contain our little Kerbals. Lovely, lovely. It looks like it gives you... well, not everything, but it gives you... because normally in the campaign mode you would start with like one booster. Like, and not even that one, that's a bigger booster than the one you'd start with in the campaign. Like, their first campaign booster would be something like... I'm not a fan of this weird kind of almost... I don't know. Oh no, it does unlock everything right off the bat. Okay, so there's no research system whatsoever at the moment. That's a pinch disappointing. Alright, okay, so there's no research system. Very well, I suppose. Methane. Wall booster. Andreas Person says, what do you think about the lion returning rumors? I think that's been going on for a very long time, and I think GW is having a lot of fun, wondering what overpriced models are released next. I don't know. I would prefer the lion, because at least he has a reasonable reason to return. He could simply just stop sulking at the bottom of the rock and, you know, come back to us. It would all be fairly simple. So John says, have you seen Wyatt's tweet storm about Atomic Heart? He delves a bit into the people behind KSP2. I have not, no. Alright, so, well, yeah, as the chat points out, it is a sandbox mode. It very much so is. I was just kind of hoping there'd be, you know, some unlock mechanics. Okay. If there's not a whole lot of unlock mechanics, I suppose there's no money and there's no reason to do science experiments either. So really, all we need to do is pop ourselves into space as fast and violently as possible, I guess. Nice and simple. Well, the first thing we're going to do is not go nice and simple. It is going to be to just get one launch off the go. Because, I want to remind myself how video game works. That engine's a pinch big. There you go. Right, and we need some fins to stabilize this bastard. A nose cone would also not be a terrible idea. Does this come with a parachute? It's a bit big. That's very large. Yeah, no, not quite. Nope. 9. I have a sneaking suspicion these are not the thingamabobs to put on the space rocket. I think these are probably just. Okay, where's the symmetry tool? Where's the symmetry tool? Is that a symmetry tool? I hope to Jesus there's a symmetry tool. Symmetry tool. Ah, there you go. Right. There, a classic bottle rocket that he will undoubtedly have seen in your childhood as well. Let's see. Do we have a parachute somewhere? Because I'd kind of like a parachute. Otherwise, I feel like... Alright. Do we know... nose parachute. Nose parachute. Nose parachute. Nose parachute? Big nose parachute. Small nose parachute. There we are. Okay, okay. That's our first rocket right there. Nice and simple. Right, and then there's the sequence. So sequence 1, it obviously fire engine. How do you make new sequences? There you go. Sequence 2 is take thing away from little pod. And sequence 3 is deploy safety device. Right. That's all we need. Go! So flight cluster. Oh god, that's a lot more than I used to. Speed up or pause time. Oh really? Time controls. Holy shit. Wait, is that... Yeah, it's just speed up. It's not slow down time, because if it's slow down time, that would make things a lot easier. But you can pause. Okay, that's something. Staging stack. Yep, yep, yep. Of course I don't want to fly in a safe, simulated environment. What the fuck's wrong with you? That'd be ridiculous. Can I make this go away? I can. Alright. Bill just left the aircraft. That's not necessarily what I wanted. Get back inside, Bill. Alright, alright. What's my, my controls? Okay, the controls are still the same old dumb old, where you can with keyboard your only control is 0 or 100. All right, that's wonderful. I do have a prograde and a retrograde. Okay, that's something. Full control. All right. Go. You know, when I said go, I expected you to just blast off the rocket. I don't need this. This is dumb. Don't do this. Skip. Whee. Whoop. Okay. It's a bit oversteering right there. It's just a bit. Don't worry. Oh, no, no, don't. Maybe you should worry. No, don't worry. Don't worry. I got this. Close enough. Close enough. Okay. That was functional. That was intended. Right. Is there any velocity max on this, by the way? 180 meters per second. That's not that quick. That's fine. The ground is coming up fast. Let's brake a little bit. Right. Okay. Well, that was simple dimple. Alright, you have a revert system. Good, good, good. We're going to play with the revert system on. Not that it... Well, frankly, it doesn't matter now, does it? Because it's sandbox. It really doesn't matter if you have a revert system on because, well, you don't have any money or anything. So, there's that. Right, this time, a gentle pivot. A gentle pivot, I said. Gentle pivot! It's not a gentle pivot at all. Right, I made an attempt. The gentle pivot was not quite as gentle as I'd expected. Baking up. Oh. And it turns out that if you exit your spacecraft at altitude and speed, you might not do so along with the craft, although I am apparently still connected to the craft somehow. Oh. I seem to have gotten rid of my my parachute. That could be a mild issue. So, Bill, did you bring a parachute by any chance? Did you bring one? Jetpack status is off. No, I don't think Bill brought a parachute. Well, Bill, don't worry. Water is relatively soft. It is at the very least far softer than, you know, the ground is. So you've got a decent chance of surviving. You're only traveling at about 180 meters per second. See? He's fine. In fact, he's smiling. Huh. Oh, rebounding a bit too. Right, well, I won't lie to you. It's going to be a bit of a swim back home, but... okay. The water effects are not quite there yet, I see. As I'm swimming mostly above the water rather than inside of it. Okay, well. You know, an effort was made. An attempt was indeed made. Okay, lovely. Recover vessel. What? Oh. Maybe not press cancel. Alright, does that get me back to the thing? That does not get me back to the thing. There, that gets me back to the thing. Alright. Well, our first launch was pretty successful, everything considered. So, what do we got else? Tracking station, that'll probably give me an idea of the universe around me. Yes, it does. Maneuver nodes. Okay, okay. Alright. So, that's the mun, clearly. I can focus on the mun. There's the mun. Is the dumber one? Yes, Minimus. Minimus. There's Minimus. Ooh, it's far. Rockier, don't I remember. Ooh, awful. Because Minimus is, Minimus used to actually be the simple one, where you could land on fairly easy. And it does still have those huge oceans of frozen, ice cream from the original. Did that focus on the mun? The mun has some nice big flat areas too. Is the mun in a stable orbit? The mun... Alright, both the mun and Minimus are in stable orbits this time. Okay. Well, that's going to make things a hell of a lot easier. I don't like the fact that there's no campaign, though. That does annoy me a bit. There is a runway. Okay, so there's some stocks. Alright, let's try a stock, just for shits and giggles. Alright, so we've got a basic little single-engine aircraft here. I see KSP's remarkable lack of friction is still a thing in this video game, too. Lovely, lovely. Alright. Brakes? We do have brakes. Body, flight, camera mode, auto. Can I have cockpit view? Is there a cockpit view? I don't see a cockpit view. Okay. Right, where's my throttle for this damned thing? It's a good question. What is my throttle for this damn thing? Throttle, 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 throttle. This? No, that's atmosphere. Speed. Where the hell is my throttle? Throttle? No? Goddammit. Left shift and control. Ah, there we are. That's my throttle. Okie dokie. Thank you, chat. Let's keep ourselves lined up. Gentle maneuvers, gentle touches, gentle touches. Okay, okay. Alright. The flight model is a lot easier in 2 than it was in 1. That's gear retraction. A lot easier than in 1. Holy shit. I don't know who the fuck decided to mount 2 rudders on this damnable thing, mind you, but such is life. And I don't know what this is. Oh, that's my air intake. That is a very stupid place to put an air intake, mind you. Oh, okay, okay. Right, so I've got basic controls down. And you can open up the model things. Nice. What is the advanced controls? Okay, so I can lock. Oh, don't do that. I can lock certain controls, I'm presuming. So if I lock the roll... No. That does not help me. That does not work at all. Okay. Well, I don't know what the hell these things are supposed to be doing, but they don't seem to be helping me much. Alright, well, never mind. Let's try for a landing, shall we? What could possibly go wrong? I probably do want a little bit of a run up first, though, so we're just gonna tilt on over. Yeah, that's a stability assist system, though. I was thinking I could lock specific things, because with the stability assist, that'll probably allow me to... Yeah, that is basically an autopilot aid mode. What I was wondering was if I could lock certain aspect of the aircraft's maneuvering. Not that that's entirely functional, mind you, either. Okay, let's try and... If I can get it in an even keel, right? And then lock it in... Prograde. Alright. Yeah, it does work. Sort of. It has some chinky-winky buggies here and there, but that works. Sort of. Sure, okay. Does that stay on so it'll keep me level? It does. Okay, nice. If you wanted to canards or separate flaps. Okay, right, that makes sense. Alright. Okay, let's turn that off for now, because it does dip with my ability to turn the aircraft. Install MechJeb? Oh, I am very tempted to. In fact, I kind of hoped that MechJeb might be in this game in some version originally, frankly, because MechJeb is great, because the thing is, controlling this via mouse and keyboard, my only control input is 100 or 0, and that is all I have. I have no, 10 degrees tilt or anything like that. So MechJeb was actually an incredibly huge help. Right. Do I have flaps in this damnable thing? I do not believe so. That's a tragedy, that is. Okay, 130 meters. We'll keep flaring a little bit as we come in. We'll activate that and keep us prograde. Bit up, though, mind you. We are slowing down. In fact, I think we're slowing down... Oh, there's the ground. All right, okay, careful about that. Deploy landing wheels. Flare a bit harder. Cut speed. Flare. 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 Bit hard. Activate brakes. Not the smoothest landing I've ever pulled off, but functional. Okay. Alright, well, flying is a hell of a lot easier than Kerbal Space Program 1, I'll say that much. I'll recover that vessel. And go back to the Space Center. Alright. Enough of that nonsense, it's time to get into space. Alright, so let's first figure out how to get into orbit, shall we? Because that's going to be problem numero uno. So if we want to go... I mean, I feel like go big or go home, right? We got to start with something that can at least carry a couple of Kerbals. So we've got the Explorer, that's the single-seat lander. Tin Can is a single-seat command pod, pretty much same thing. Gumball. Where does it tell me the... Where does it tell me the occupants? Okay, so that's a 3-seater. Alright. Well, we'll try to go with a 3-seater for now. Okay, so that's going to require a much larger... Well, it's going to require a heat shield. Ooh, that's a bit big. That's a bit big, too. Yeah, nice, simple little heat shield at the bottom there. Because we do want to get back home at some point, of course. Alright. Should I... Nah, I'm not too worried about that. There should be some basic propellant on board this thing, I'm presuming. Okay, okay. Where's the parachutes again? Are they here? No. No, they're not. They're not there either. Utility? Ah, there we go. Okay. Those are a bit small. That one will fit just snug. Okay. We've got a parachute. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, then we need to think about a bit of a return thruster. Alright. So we're going to want a separation thing there, obviously. Right, so. Okay, and if we're bringing us back home, we don't need the hugest thing in the universe. But we do need something. That's a bit big. That's probably enough. Probably enough. And something not too big. Oh god, I feel like all of these are kind of big. A skipper. Oof. I would never use a skipper for this. That feels way too goddamn large for what I'm trying to do. A vector? Probably. Oh, speaking of, I need some landing struts too. Impact tolerance, 20 meters per second. Not bad. That's in fact really good. Alright, we'll put a couple of those on. How do we make sure they're on the correct side of the thing? Alright. That'll allow me to, you know, land without breaking everything. Are you... Oh. Are you extending the correct way? No, you're not. Okay. Yeah, I thought that looked a little bit wonky. Okay, there we go. That's better. Suspension, we'll just leave the auto suspension on for now. We're not blocking anybody's ins and outs, are we? No? Good. Fantastic. And then we need something to actually get us up and out there. So, let's see. We need something nice and chunky. Ooh, that is not how that should look. Ooh, no, video game. No. No. Video game. Not at all. Not at all. I was hoping the auto-flaring thing would actually, you know, connect to that instead. That is not at all how I would like that to look. Okay. Come on. Is there no way to flare that out? Come on. Come on. That is not how that's supposed to look, video game. That's retarded. Okay. Well, I do want the fairing, don't get me wrong, but I wanted it to not be quite like that. That's retarded. Separation? Okay, yeah, that's a good point, Jet. Okay. Coupling... Huh. That is not at all how that's supposed to look. That is not at all how that's supposed to look. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we'll go with that then. That is not correct. That is not correct in any way, shape, or form. That seems like a bit of a hazard, in my opinion. More than a bit of a hazard, frankly. Right, we'll put something nice and big at the bottom of that. Alright. And we're gonna want... We're probably going to want one of these. No. One of these. And we're going to want some boosters. We're going to want 2 boosters. Let's go for 2 boosters to begin with. See how far that'll get me. Alright, and some fuel tanks. Nope, those are a bit tiny. Actually, do I have boosters? I don't... Do I not have boosters? No, there we go. I do have boosters. Okay, good. There, boosters. Okay. Right, then we need a couple of things on top of the boosters, which are where? They are somewhere. Oh, well, airstream protective flank. Okay, maybe that's the one. That might be the thing. That might be the thing. Can I? Okay, never mind. We'll deal with this as it is. This is fine. This is fine for the moment. We'll do that after this one crashes and burns. There we are. Where were the fucking things? Cute, but no. Oh, God. It is gonna take time to get used to new things, isn't it? It is really, really going to. No, those are mounts. I'm not going to put anything up there, so don't worry about that. Cargo nose? Well, I mean, that is more or less what I'm looking for. Ooh, that's a bit... Nope, not quite. Ah, yes? Yes, okay, thank Jesus. Alright, some control surfaces wouldn't go amiss either, frankly. Alright, so we're going to want a couple of nice big stabilizers on these. We're going to... Oh, that's a bit big. We're going to do like this. Alright, alright. And... I don't really... Because the aim is that these will get me out of the atmosphere, frankly, so I don't really need control surfaces on this thing. Not really. Right. I wonder how good the struts are in this game. Because, normally you'd have to strut the hell out of this thing to make sure it didn't wobble all over the place, but we'll try a non-strutted approach first to see how bad the wobble is. And then we can try anything else. Alright, so. There's the kickback. Do I have a control over its burn rate? I can control the solid fuel amount. That's not what I intended to do, video game. Where the hell's the burn control? Oh, is there no burn controls on the boosters? Well, that's fucking awful. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be burn control on the boosters. That is terrible. All right, well, we'll go with that then. Very well. Okay. Okay, so, no, I think you be down there. When I release the thing, I would like for the boosters to be active as well. I could use the other engine, yes, but I want to see what I can do with just the boosters first and foremost. Let's see if I can do a launch without the central engine first. Oh, this UI is a bit derp. Bomb number 1. Save. Alright, let's do this as a test, because let's see first and foremost how goddamn wobbly it is. A bit wobbly. I feel like this is gonna need some struts. Alright. That's not actually all that wobbly at all so far. That is surprisingly stable, actually. Ah. Alright, alright, alright. Let's give it a slight tilt. This is going a lot better than I was expecting, frankly. A lot better than I was expecting. Tilt's getting a pinch unstable, but this is going far better than I would ever have expected. Alright, get ready to separate the initial boosters. I could do with more tilt. Alright, initial booster separation. Whoop. Alright. Okay. Well, that did not fire that thing like I thought it would. I figured, like, okay, then I need to fire it. No. Alright. Small malfunction, chat. Small malfunction. Small malfunction. It's fine. It's fine. Small malfunction. A small Kerbal function. That's all. Alright, well. Go! Alright, shall we get a... Okay, right. Time to get a bit spicy with this one. We're gonna try a bit more tilt. We're gonna wait until we get 150 meters per second, maybe? And we went a little bit. 100 meters per second. 100 meters per second, then we'll do a pretty hard tilt. We've got 1,000 meters altitude. Prepare to begin the tilt. Commence tiltage. Nice and gentle tilt. I could have gone with that tilt earlier, probably. Yeah, I could have gone with that tilt a lot earlier, I think. This is way more stable than I'd ever expected this to be. Alright, commence separation. Jesus. Okay, activate. Alright, so it didn't automatically start the burn. Alright, alright. Well, it's burning now. We're, again, remarkably stable. Let's cool down on the burning a little bit. We do not need to burn this hard. We do not need to burn this hard at all. Nice, gentle acceleration is all we need. This is a hell of a lot easier to control than Kerbal Space Program 1, I'll say that much. A hell of a lot easier. Alright, let's see. Where's my tracking center? Do I have a tracking center? Let's pause for a second. M? Aha! Right, okay. Right. Oh, this is... This is... Oi, this is not a very comfortable... This is not a very comfortable view, to put it very mildly. Okay, focus on that. This is not a very comfortable view. Holy shit. Like, I can't... Oh, this is painful. Like, I have to, like, move the mouse like mad to move just a tiny bit. Ah. That is not great. That is nice. That is not great. Okay, let's test... Do I have a tool here? Do I not have a tool here? Okay. God damn it. Where's the, Nope. Map. Tracking station? Okay, do I have a tool here? No. Nope. Okay. Map, please. No? Okay. Okay, so the map hurts to use. That is a Kerbal program. How the hell do I add tracking nodes? Click on it? No. E? No. Enter? No. No, it's not. I paused it. It's not that it's paused in map view. I'm trying to figure out how to add, set target? I'm trying to figure out how to add fucking points. And the game's not letting me right now. I can't make a maneuver node in atmosphere. But that's really helpful though, because that will tell me how much I need to... Okay, fine. Alright, okay. I can't make a maneuver node in atmosphere. That's derpy and dumb, but I'll live with it. Alright. Alright, we'll go prograde. That turned off my engine for some mysterious reason. Alright, we do not need that much acceleration. Alright, that should start moving my apoaxes. Yes, it does. I probably want to be... a little bit... Oh, Jesus. Okay, that is not quite... Yeah, because the problem is, without a maneuver node, I don't really have a good way to place my apoaxis, do I? Huh. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. Yeah, because that doesn't give me a good way to actually, you know, situate my motherfucking spacecraft, does it? Alright. Okay, that is non-ideal. That is very much so non-ideal. In fact, that is very retarded. Alright. Yep, Yep, no, I think the prograde actually fucked me over there completely. As it... Yep, it got me caught. Yep, it did. Why the fuck would you not let people set maneuver nodes? That's retarded! Because maneuver nodes allowed you to set your apoaxes so that you can go like, okay, now I can lock myself into a prograde position where I'm actually trying to achieve orbit. You know. Whereas now, because the prograde was just simply down for some reason, again, presumably towards the horizon, I guess, that in turn meant that I got locked in a downward spiral which traps me within the atmosphere and condemns the Kerbals to death! Because they deserved it. Alright, let's try that again. I do want to get through the air resistance, yes, but as long as I am actually accelerating, that's not the worst thing in the universe. Right. Have another go at this. Right, let's see. How spicy can I get on the tiltage? Let's see, like 25. 25 meters per second. Oh, I can tilt very early. Holy hell, I can tilt early. Okay, okay. Yep. Let's put that at a 45 degrees. See, yeah, the prograde is actually actively fighting me. It's weird. Yeah, the prograde wants to tilt way, 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 way too hard for some reason. Way too hard. Okay, you cannot use the stability assist system. It will fuck you. Our goal of this mission is just to figure out how to get into orbit and start learning the video game, that's all. As right now I'm just, probably... I could use more boosters, because I want to get out of the early air resistance a lot faster. Because right now I am burning an assload of fuel on just lifting myself up. Whereas if I maybe double number of kickbacks, or even add in a second stage of kickbacks maybe, I'd probably save myself a lot of time later on. Could you go away? Thank you. Alright. That's better. The prograde is sticking this time. Okay. Better, better. And separation in 3, 2, 1. I don't know why that doesn't activate, but there you go. Alright. Let's try and get some altitude this time then. I've got a sneaking suspicion I just don't have quite enough oomph at the moment. Maybe we should just paint it red. That is a good suggestion, Chad. Okay. We are up in the upper atmosphere. I'm gonna chill it down a little bit. We're gonna lock it to prograde now. We're still accelerating and gaining altitude. My apoapsis is beginning to move properly. The map is still an enormous fucking pain. But this is certainly a lot better. I don't think I have quite enough booster. I might be able to make this work if I'm very careful, but I don't think so. I think this is gonna give me another crash, but a considerably longer crash than last time, which is pretty nice. Okay, it's pretty cute. It's pretty nice. Now I can set a maneuver point. Okay. That is better. So you've basically got to get in space, quote-unquote, before you set maneuver points. Okay. That's not entirely lack of understandable. Colonize the sun? Maybe. Group the separation and the engine activation. Was there even an engine activation? Right, let's head on back to the work position, shall we? Because I think we need a little bit more oomph. Nietzsche says, just curious, Arch, are you familiar with Overlord 1 and 2? If so, thoughts on those games? Also, I have to admit, looking at the Age of Wonders 4 news, the race creation and customization looks amazing. Oh, well, that is good. Alright, so there's the separation. So that's the engine firing, I presume. Okay. Let's bundle those together. Like so, and that means I can also delete that one. Alright. I would prefer... What does that mean? Nothing. Okay. I would prefer to just use solid fuel boosters. Then again, see, I'm thinking of this as if I was spending money on this, and since this is Sandbox, really, I should just mount a couple of enormous fucking liquid fuel boosters on either side, and just be happy about that. That would be the logical thing for me to do, but I want to do it pseudo-realistic, you know, semi. Okay. So these will provide me with stability, so I don't think I necessarily really need any more control surfaces. So let's get 2 more like this. Is that linked to the thing? It's not. Alright, well, maybe when I attach boosters to them that they'll link them. Let's test that out. Boosters, boosters, boosters. Goddamn mother-fucking boosters. There's the kickbacks. No, it still only lists those two. Okay. Where the hell did the other ones go then? Alright. Ah, there they are. Little dumbasses. Alright, that's all of them firing at the same time. The balance here has got me a pinch worried. 2 stabilizers either side should be enough. I guess we're gonna be finding out. And then we needed some nose cones again, whatever the hell those were. Nose cones. Aerodynamics. There. Alright, I have some stability questions. Some definite stability questions. Bomb number 2. Let's see how this works. So, decouple, fire, right. Bon voyage! Alright, alright. Remarkably stable, everything considered. And I'm picking up speed a hell of a lot faster. Alright. Begin our tilt. Get a decent little bit of tiltage going there. Nice, 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 nice. Now we can go prograde. Yeah, this is going to get me a hell of a lot further and a hell of a lot higher up than earlier. Alright, we've got 5 tons of fuel left. We are breaching the lower atmosphere. We're going to get halfway up into the upper atmosphere, which is not bad. That almost got us out of the upper atmosphere, actually. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, we'll continue to accelerate until we reach about 1,000 meters per second. Then I'm going to chill back to conserve a bit of fuel, as that should be more than enough to get us up to where we need to be. Now, there's my apoapsis, and I'm about to leave the atmosphere completely. Lovely. Adorkable. Right. Let's see if we can... Now I can make a maneuver point. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, so let's make a maneuver point. Or I can't. Oh, I have to be on... Oh, I can't be paused. Oh, that's retarded. Because that, of course, gives me very little time to actually do this shit. Can I pause now? No. Why the fuck? Okay, you need to make maneuver nodes in real time, apparently. That's retarded. That's exceedingly dumb, in fact. Because that means that I don't really have time to, you know, fix this, because obviously this is not what I want, derp. Yeah, I'm gonna be at the maneuver... Yeah, no, that's... That is not gonna work, obviously. Okay. Why? Why not? Like, this is one of the things that always kind of annoyed me about Kerbal Space Program, because this thing is... Obviously, the entire, you know, part of all of this is gonna be planned out before you launch. You're not gonna be in the spacecraft and then trying to figure out how to get into orbit. Derp. All of the calculations will have been made before that, obviously. So that's a bit retarded, but we'll deal with it. It looks like my velocity is actually pretty damn good as it is. I might not have to make really any adjustments whatsoever, as I'm waiting for my periapsis to match up with the apoapsis. Let's cool down the jets a little bit there, as I am about to get a periapsis. So long as the periapsis is far enough up. My apoapsis is a little tall. I'm not super happy with that, but it's not the worst thing in the universe, as this one is about to lift up from the other end. Mercenary X21 says, KSP2 better than Blood Bowl. This actually works. Yes, yes, indeed, this does actually function. Okay, so I have a periapsis of 6,000 meters. That is not going to be enough, of course. Like, really, I should have waited earlier. Because let's speed this up a little bit. We're going to keep ourselves retrograde, but we're going to wait until we get fairly close to the apoapsis, and then we're going to burn some more, because our apoapsis is way higher than it needs to be at this point. Way higher. Alright, get us prograde. Spin to win. That is not prograde, video game. I hate this thing popping up all the time. Alright. That has us pretty much where we need to be. And then we'll burn the rest of our fuel to hopefully get ourselves a decent periapsis. Once those cross, we have got a very good one. Alright, well, we have managed to make it into orbit, at least. That is a good beginning to our quest, yes. The fucking controls are way too goddamn sluggish, mind you. Lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Alright, let's test out the landing process too, and then we'll start building ourselves a Mun rocket. Right, I'd prefer to land... Well, actually, it doesn't matter. So, well, I'd prefer to land in water, but if we're going to be fancy about it, we need to land right next to the space program. That needs to be our goal. Can I activate it via this? I cannot. Okay, that's mildly annoying. Activate. Oh, that's too fast. Okay. What? Video game? What happened now? What? Excuse me? Alrighty then. Early access video game, I suppose, as I'm pretty sure that is not what's supposed to be happening at this particular point in time. Yes, that's, indeed. We have discovered a bit of a bug. I'm not entirely sure what just happened. Did something blow up? Did I do this, or did the game do this? That's the big question. Because, yeah, did I hit my last stage? That might have happened. But in that case, I mean, these things shouldn't be so perfectly aligned, should they? Okay. Okay. Because yeah, confirm me. Did the game just crash now? Oh, I think that was the video game dying on me. Yep. Yep, that was definitely the video game dying on me. See, I don't think I hit it, because we were traveling... No, I can't have hit it, because that thing travels at the exact same speed as me. So there is no way I can ram into it, as both objects are traveling at the exact same speed upon separation, and separation then gives it an additional, like, meter per second to move away from the craft. So I don't think it was that. In fact, I don't see how it could have been that. And regardless, they wouldn't be able to hit each other with enough speed to destroy one another, because the relative velocity difference would be negligible. No, I don't think this was... I think this was the game crapping out, as confirmed by the fact that it then crashed. Okay. Well, I'm gonna relaunch the game then. First, I need to crash it. Where are you, Kerbal Space Program? There you are. End task. Yeah, but I couldn't burn at the debris because there was no engine on the last stage of the craft. Yeah, I don't think I could have crashed with it. I don't think that... No. No, I genuinely don't think so. I wish I'd have seen it, because if I'd seen it, I would have known for sure. Game Goblin says, thank you for streaming, Arch. Been looking forward to KSP2 for quite some time, watching with great interest. Well, I mean, so far it's functional, but it's not really offering anything that Kerbal Space Program 1 doesn't already offer. It is prettier, though, which I suppose is nice. Swatchhammer says, my nipples are rootin' tootin' and full of gluten. Well, that is good for you. Now, but see here, there's no engine. Like, this is the final engine part. So there is no way for this section to accelerate into this section, because this section has no propellant of its own. Like, and even if it turned into it, like it rolled into it, again, the velocity would be a couple meters per second. It's designed to survive impacts of, like, 10 meters per second. Like, I don't think that could have killed it. I actually genuinely don't think so. Did we have bomb number 2 there? We do. Load? 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 Okay. Where did it, where did my thing go? Save. Do I just drag it? No. Click it? No. Click it, then... Nope. Okay. Video game. You're being needlessly derpy. Okay. I mean, I saved it because I wanted to bring it back up again, video game. Alright, let's go back to the game again. There we are. Blah. Well, they're not in here for some reason. Load? No, that just loads whatever module I have currently selected. Select to overwrite. Existing saved vehicles. What the fuck? I mean, there it is. New workshop, new... So it's just... Aha, so I've named it wrong. Okay, so that's not the one you're supposed to be using to name it. Okay. Derpy, but okay. Alright. Now, if we're gonna make it to the Mun, however, we're gonna need more speed than this, so... Bomb number 2 can get us into orbit, but we need to go further than orbit. We need to go further still, and we need more things. We need more bits and things. So we'll start with a gumball, and we'll put 3 Kerbals in it. And we will want to attach a parachute to it, like so. We're going to need a separation layer again, obviously. As I continue to forget what layer is what. We are going to need that too, though. Actually, yeah, no, that's true. There's the separation layers, okay. That, and then we need some struts, which are the right way up now. Does that block anything? No. Alright. Yes, that is correct. Derpy looking, but correct. Alright. Then we need a little bit of fuel for our re-entry. But as this will be a bigger re-entry, we're going to go for a larger fuel tank. So last we just used this. This time we're going to use this. So we're going to use the big one. And we're going to use a smaller, more maneuvery engine. So not the Skipper or the Vector. The Terrier? The Terrier will probably be good. Thrust 30 kilonewtons. That is entirely adequate for what I need it to do. That one's 105 kilonewtons. That's a lot better. But it's twice the weight. Do I want to use that one? We'll try it with that one first. Alright, and then we need a decoupling level there, which the flaring is still weird as fuck, and I don't quite know why it does that, but very well. There you go. Alright, then we need a maneuver engine to get us into orbit, etc. So, we're going to do another big boy at the bottom there. I'm tempted to do that. A tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. That's too big. Yeah, that's retard big. We don't need that. And then we put a mainsail on it. Maybe Poodle Jumper. Or the Skipper. Okay, so which one is best? Atmosphere. No, that one is much better. Okay, yeah, that was much better. Yep. Never mind that. Now, I could fire it along with boosters. Let's see. Alright, let's go for... I want to try 2 boosters first. Because now that I can actually have, presumably, variable burn rates, I don't know if I need as many. Where the hell? I thought they were here. Ah, there they are. Yep. We'll try 2 boosters first, and we're going to use the actual methanol boosters. Like so. And then we're going to put engines on them too. This would be a really stupidly expensive rocket that I would never build in campaign mode, I feel like. My god, these boosters are so wasted on what I'm currently trying to do with them. So incredibly wasted. It's not even funny. Right, and I do need battery packs. In fact, I might redesign the topmost layer of my rocket a little bit, because I think I'm doing a derp here, but let's finish the bottom parts of the rocket first. Then I'll worry about me doing a derp. Ah, stabilizer. Yes, that would actually be... I'm surprised I was able to do as well as I did without a stabilizer, honestly. That's frankly kind of weird. Alright, where's the thing? Where's the thing? A couple of big boys like that. Okay, we'll try that for boosters, and... Alright, that'll get me into orbit, and that'll probably get me a bit more than orbit, and then this will be my primary getting home stage, is what I think I'm going to try and make this work out as. I feel like that's... Is that optimistic? That might be optimistic. That might be really optimistic. Well, we won't know until we try, I suppose. Ah, yes, the swastika design. In case you want to land in, certain areas. How the fuck did I do this? Okay, is that the right way? Oh, this system has always been derpy. That's the right way. Yes, that's the right way. Okay. Alright, that'll give me leg extension. It would also be nice if I could climb in and out of my aircraft, admittedly. Let's see here. I need an antenna. A solar array would be nice too. Let's see if I can slap on a couple of those. Let's see. Okay, neato cheeto. Ugh. Maneuvering around the rocket is a little bit derpy, but we're getting there. Okay, then we need communications devices. That's a rechargeable battery. That's another rechargeable battery. That's an outside rechargeable battery. An outside rechargeable battery is probably going to be plenty here. Couple of those. Okay, and we need a communications device. Communications device. Communications device. Not aerodynamics. Utility? I don't need any thrusters on this. It's not big enough, I don't think. A telescopic ladder would be useful. Right, so I exit the craft from... there? Do I? I think I might exit it from there. Okay. In which case, I might not want to have these quite where I do have them. But that is the best place to put them, though. Will that block the thrusters? I kind of hope not. That looks weird. That looks very weird. That hardly looks any better. Let's hope that doesn't block the thrusters, shall we? Well, we'll operate on blind faith and hope at the moment. And... good enough. I can jump that remaining distance. A narrow beam spotlight would actually be nice, yes. A couple of spotlights near the beginning of the craft. Maybe rather narrow beams. Wide area. Right, that sounds more useful, actually. Probably not mounted in that direction, mind you. Like that? Probably. I won't know until I land on the fucking moon and see if I can see something or not. Alright, well, good enough for now. Fair, you know, fair and dandy and all that. Alright. Right. So, this shit here needs to be... this needs to be cross-fed. How do I cross-feed? How do you... There's the communications devices. Jesus, I was looking for you. Okay. A nice, simple antenna like this will probably be more than enough for my current usage. Just plonk one of those on there. Nice and simple. Right, cross-feed device. Fuel, probably. Yes, fuel ducts. Alright, we'll just kind of do like that. Like that? Did that work? Sort of. Oh, goddammit. Does this stick? Sort of. Okay, okay. I think. Maybe. Possibly. But, because I wanna burn these first, but I also wanna be pulling fuel from these, and I'm not sure how the game does that. I'm not at all sure how the game does that. Gimbal? No. Because I don't want them to share the fuel. I want all of the fuel to be fed into this thing. Well, I don't see where I do that, which is unfortunate. Fuel duct allowing fuel transfer between tanks. Some critics may call it a glorified fire hose. I guess. Well, I could just burn... I could just burn one of them, I guess, but that kind of defeats the entire fucking point. That does kind of defeat the entire fucking point, indeed. Delete you. Right, well, those will fire first, and I would like for you to fire at the same time. Is there advanced filleting? Pitch your... Nope. Well, I'm just gonna assume that they'll feed into the central tank then. And hope that that is a correct assumption. Alright. And then a couple of wings. Alright, you're set to separate. Don't need you. Don't need you. Then separate that. And then we'll activate the engine. We've got a separation there too. Alright, I'm unsure about this thing's stability, so we'll save it as Bomb 3 for now. Let me just test how the thing lifts. If it does even lift. I know, tutorial. You've told me this already. I did forget the thingy-bob that stabilizes it, but let's see how that works without any sort of stabilization whatsoever. I feel like that's a brilliant idea. good. Acceleration. It's burning from all engines simultaneously, isn't it? Yeah, and it's burning from them equally, too, so... Yep, the fuel thing does absolutely nothing. Well, that is an issue. Right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna come back home again. Hold on there. I know we're in a space mission, but I need to return to get my fucking fuel going. Whee. Kerbal, I'm coming home. Whether you want to or not, we need to figure out the fuel feed. How fast can one hit the ground? 500 meters per second? 600? Oh. Well, like I said, I think that might be another soft landing. Another successful takeoff and landing. Right, the fuel flow needs to be changed, because they need to feed from the two side rockets into the main rocket, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to do that. There's gotta be a thing. Okay. What about any of these? Trip planner. Oh, interesting. I don't know what that does, and I'm not gonna be able to figure it out now, but... Engineer sees no problems with any of this. Fantastic. Ooh. A color manager. Ah. Much better. Right. And bright yellow for the rest. There we go. That should give me at least another 10 meters per second on takeoff. At least. Perfect. You can go away now, color manager. Okay. Still need to figure out how to do the fucking cross-feely fuely thingy. It's not this. Doesn't look like it's this. It's not the engines either. How the fuck? Vehicle assembly building. Workspace orientation. Center of mass. Center of pressure. Color manager. It was working for the fuel lines make the central tank think it's the size of connected tanks as well as its own fuel. Yeah, no, that's fine, but I want these to empty first. That's the thing. I don't want these to feed into this. I want these fuel tanks to feed into this, and this one to not use its fuel at all. Basically, I want these to be refueling the central tank. That's the idea. Decrease fuel priority? No, I think this just, you know, takes out the fuel, honestly. I don't think so, at least. I could... No, because it has them all linked, so that doesn't really work either. Because in one, it was pretty simple. You just told them to use those tanks before the main tank. That's what happens. Are you sure? That doesn't look like it. Okay, well, fuck it. We'll save that again. And we'll see if that is what actually happens. This does look a pinch unsteady, but that's fine. Go. Up, up, and away. To China and beyond. Right, give it a good little tilt there to begin with. It could use some struts. I'm seeing a bit of unorthodox wobble, shall we say. Just a pinch, though. Just a pinch. Then we can go to straight forward. Going for all the 5 gives 5 Outcast membership. Thank you very much, sir. Alright. Okay, it is confusing. It is confusing. It is consuming at different rates. We are leaving the lower upper atmosphere. We are about to actually leave the upper atmosphere completely. Fantastic. There we go. Separation. And yes, okay, that is what it does. Okay, well, thank you, chat. There we are. Okay, that makes it... Yeah, that brings us basically into space with one entire tank ready. That is not at all bad. That is not at all bad. Right, let's see how that is for our apoapses. Alright, we'll keep it at just minimum acceleration for now. As I really would like to make this a lot steeper at the moment. As currently I am spending a little bit too much on just going up rather than, going forward, so to say. As frankly, I want this to be aimed a lot... Yeah, no, this... No. I want this to be way, way, way closer to the level. Yeah, that is more along the lines of what I actually want here, to be pushing out my periapsis quickly. That's much better. Red Dong do indeed go to space. The altimeter is here, so this is my... No, that's my velocity. That's my altimeter at 108 kilometers at the moment, as I am trying to extend out my periapsis whilst not giving too much influence to my apoapsis, which is, frankly, not as important. The controls are always jerky, because the controls are always centered on the actual ship, so controlling it precisely is... Like, everything is, like, the wrong way around half the time. It's mildly infuriating. Mildly. Especially, again, as I am working with only 0 or 100 input. Alright, we're drifting a little bit to the side. Right, I wish you could program this, because all I want to do is basically tell the computer to head for the horizon at this point. That's all I want it to do. Just head for the horizon. That is literally it. We are still accelerating, which is a little bit of a waste. Okay, the prograde is close enough to this point where it doesn't really matter, so we can start using our flight assist. And then we just calmly extend out our periapsis until we get orbit, and I should have about a quarter tank left by the time I get there, which might be enough for a quick trip to the Mun, I'm hoping. We're gonna find out not too long, aren't we? Caps locks toggle fine control mode like with KSP-1. There's caps lock. Let's see. Okay, I mean, that's better. That only gives me, instead of 0 to 100, instead gives me 0.1 to 100, though. Like, what I really want to do is just be able to put in instructions, like tilt 10 degrees, for example. That's what I would really like to see. Cut down the burn a little bit again, as we're about to get a nice apoapsis. In fact, let's cut the engine completely. The apoapsis is already... Oh yeah, it's already fucking great. We don't need to worry about that. So we're gonna get closer to save it a little bit more fuel. And then begin extending our periapsis from that point. Spin! And it doesn't seem like our thrusters being covered up present us with any problems whatsoever, which is quite nice. How is this game? Okay, so my opinion so far is that this is Kerbal Space Program. It runs well on my machine. Granted, my machine is a bit of a monster, so that doesn't necessarily tell you anything, frankly. It has most of the things from Kerbal Space Program 1 in terms of just, like, stuff and modules and shit, so far as I've been able to see. Without the modding, of course, so that's one big issue. But it doesn't have a campaign mode, excuse me. It doesn't have science, it doesn't have, like, money unlock, it has no financial mode, it has no skill sets for the pilots, as far as I can see. So, the only thing it's got is Sandbox. That is all at the moment. Which is somewhat disappointing, I must say. Like, perhaps is of about 200,000 meters. Lovely. It does look good, though. It does look really good, actually. Right, okay. Let's start thinking about the Mun, then. Alright, so I want to kind of whoop underneath it. I'm going to have to stay in orbit for a long time, because this approach is non-ideal, shall we say. Right, which direction is the Mun even traveling in? That's a great idea. That's a great question. Is he going over there? Is he going over there? Let's find out. The Mun's going over there. Alright, fantastic. I'm not dropping altitude, am I? No, I'm gaining. Fantastic. Yep, not a problem. Okay, so I need to try and get it there. Oof. Right, that's going to be certainly rather interesting. Alright. No, need to speed up a bit. This is still derpy, but honestly, it's a pinch easier to control than one. All right, let's set that up. Ugh. Okay. I mean, that sorta gets me... That gets me out where I need to be, at least. Oh, this is difficult to read. Required 726. Yeah, I've got more than enough for that. That's not an issue. Right. That is not a problem at all. Where's the... Which one of these indicates the Mun's position? Because that's kind of important to know. That's really important to know, actually. So, I1, I2. Mercenary X21 says, you just described how Kerbal Space Program 1 started. Sandbox mode first. Yes. This is basically Kerbal Space Program 1 from the beginning, with prettier graphics and a bit more stuff. And hopefully, I would love to have more of a, you know, an earlier thriving modding society too would be excellent. Alright, so... Which one of these indicates the moon, is my question. Because that would tell me when I need to actually, you know, get there. Is that it? Can I focus on any of this? No. That's tragic. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this doesn't get me anywhere near the moon at the moment. Alright, let me just speed up a little too, see if any of these moves. Yes. Yes, they do move. Okay. So... Okay, distance from target. Target intersect 2. Time 2 days, 3 minutes. Okay, whereas this is time 1 day, 1 minute. Okay, so that is 1 minute until the moon would be at that point. I think. It's a little difficult to tell, but I believe so. Mercenary X21 says, can't wait for the mod scene. Best part of early KSP1. Yes, absolutely. The mods will help a lot. No, they don't move. Okay. Interface 1. Or, wait, no, hold on. Right, if I'm thinking this correctly, when the moon reaches that point is when I might see my intercept. I think. Well, we're about to find out, I guess. Target intersect 1. I think so. I think I'm doing this correctly, maybe. Okay, so that is where I'll be if I start burning the next time I'm at the point. I think. Okay. That messes up the whole, like, timers thing, you know, doesn't it? Is there any way to reset that? There isn't, is there? Okay, let's see. Back to the orbital tracker. Can I reset this point somehow? Like, if I focus on the moon now, and then I extend that outwards, am I gonna see, yes. No? Yes. Okay. Right, there we go. That resets it. Okay. Okay, don't know what this means, but I'm presuming it's indicating that I would enter its gravity sphere here, and then the gravity would fuck with me, and I would exit it there if I don't do any further maneuvers. Yes, because that looks logical to me. Okay. Right, what kind of a burn is this? This is just a... Oh god, what is it even? The camera is a fucking bit of a... It's very difficult to, like, see exactly what you're doing half the time. Like, so that's a prograde. Is that a prograde burn? Probably. I think so. Alright. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Or is it... No, but no. It wants me to do a radial in. Is that what it is? Yes, I think that's what it is, because I'm sure seeing the icon there. That usually indicates... No. No, no. There's no way. No, that's not it. That is... No, that's not it. God, this is gonna fuck up the timing. Maybe it was a mod, but I swear to God, this was a hell of a lot easier to read in the first one. As we spin around ever so slowly. Spin, spin, spin. 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 Alright, keep an eye on the map. Okay, that's extending out in what appears to be roughly the right direction. Oh, yep, that was a bit much. That was a bit much indeed. More than a bit much, in fact. Okay, that's gonna require a little bit of, you know, not quite that fast ears. No, not a time warp point, you stupid video game. Why are you giving me time warp points? I don't want a time warp point. Wait. Why is it telling me that... Yeah, but this is my path, surely. What? Okay. Video game is doing a weird. Do I need to wait for the two paths to align? Yeah, because... Okay, no. Delete maneuver. Then I can create a maneuver point. Okay, right. Derpy, but very well. Right. Oh, I wish you could just fucking, like, move a little bit more smoothly. Okay. Okay, that sees me entering its gravity field there. Okay. That's better, I think. Okay. That's gonna be retrograde. God, there must have been a mod, because I swear this was a lot easier to tell. As I'm really confused what it wants me to do exactly here. Need to have a look in your settings. Map shouldn't move that slowly. God, I hope so. So it does feel like a fucking fight. Right, that'll slow me down. And hopefully get me within range again. Okay. Time warp there. Make sure that the shuttle is actually pointed in somewhat the right direction. Oh, the possum says, "Hey Arch, great video on the Phoenix Lords. Do you have a favorite?" Mugen-Ra, or Maugen-Ra, because he looks awesome, and he looks way cooler than all of the other Dark Reapers. Turn SAS on and click at the target at the bottom. Very good tip. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Doc Dat. Yeah, that's new. Because in the old one, it basically gave you, like, instructions of what to click, but not that quite that extent. Okay. Let's focus on the moon so I can see where I am relative to it. Hopefully. I'm hoping this will give me an idea of it relative to the moon. Yeah, I'm still not exactly sure of where I'm going to end up here, but okay. Well, that's as good as it's going to get for the time being. Time warp point. The fuck, video game? What the? Okay, I figured I'd warp to that point, but no, apparently the video game is like, no, you warp to that point and past it. Fun and engaging gameplay mechanic. That is really annoying. That is incredibly annoying. Well, that's fun. That is tremendous fun. Alright, well, we'll just complete a full fucking rotation, I guess, and see where that lands me. That lands me way too far away. Okay, a middle ground would be good, video game. A middle ground. Well, I'm glad there's not food and water in this fucking game, I suppose. Otherwise, that would have made me very, very sad. And my Kerbal's very, very, very hungry. Yes, do not use the time warp thing, because it does not do what you would think it would do. Not at all. Okay, I guess this is as good a fucking angle as any. Or I could give it one more rotation. Could I get it better? I don't know if I could. Okay, let's just get a little bit more level with it. Like so. And we'll create another maneuver. I fucking hate that ability. Okay. Yep, do not use the time warp points. I tell myself, like, don't use that thing. It doesn't work. Uses it. Oh, look, it doesn't work. Well, again, very happy there's no food and water in this video game. Very, very happy. Dum-dum. That is way too fast. This is too slow. The other one is 50 million times too fast. Alright, so let's hope that this, by sheer accident, somehow lines up. Otherwise, this is going to be a very awful trip to the moon, ruined by clicking the wrong gameplay mechanic. I mean, that pass actually looks sorta pseudo, alright. The Holtznader asks, just tuned in, how is it? It's basically Kerbal Space Program 1. That's more or less what it is. Again. So, well, it's prettier. So if you're willing to start Kerbal Space Program over again, for better graphics, then this is absolutely worth it. If not, well, again, the full asking price might be a little bit much for many. Okay. I wish I knew which one of these was the entry one and which one of these was the exit one. Like, because back in the day, it would simply show you a little, like, paper example of your craft near the target. And since it doesn't do that now, I have no idea where I am, or if I'm going to intersect effectively, or what is going on. Like, there are so many lines on screen, and they are not informative in the slightest. It's like, where will I be if I do that? Will I be over there? How is that relative to the Mun? I don't know. The game doesn't really do a good job of telling me. Because now I'm entering up there, obviously. But how the fuck does the game... Ah, it's because I'll just... Yeah, relative to it. Okay. In which case... No? God, how does this make sense? How the fuck does this make any sense? I am genuinely confused. Oh, the old system was way better than this. Okay. What if I just do it like there? Like, does that give me an idea? Nope, not in the slightest. What do these mean? I don't know. Oh, the angle too is just dreadful. Okay, delete that. Entry is moving inwards, exit outwards. So, well, no, because that one's moving outwards, and that's absolutely my entry. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That... I don't fucking know. And all because they fucking time warp thing. That is actually infuriating. Like, this shows me this, but that's not what I need. Like, is this... Is that the relative point? Because if that is the relative point... Oh, the fucking map hurts to use so fucking much. Oi, Okay, if that is the relevant point, then that'll allow me to get a second burn point at least. We'll try that. Alright, click that again. Forward to it. Alright. Are you still pointed towards your target? Probably not. Bugs or performance, it's crashed once, but it performs well, except for just, oh yeah, I loathe the way the game is controlled. Like, you need to fucking go mad with the mouse to get any good movement, which is unfathomably frustrating. Alright, we're almost at that point. Okay. 3, 2... Burn. No. That's not at all. Yeah, that's not at all the relevant point. There are too many lines on screen, and none of the lines tell me a damn fucking thing. What I was gonna destroy the waypoint game. Why is there a destruct button? Okay. Very well. You could... Why... Oh, fucking Christ! Maybe a pop-up going, hey, are you sure you want to do that? Oh, baby Jesus. Baby motherfucking Jesus. Baby motherfucking Jesus. At least have a pop-up asking if you want to destroy your fucking spaceship. That'd be nice. I would appreciate a pop-up. Greatly. I would greatly appreciate a pop-up. Fucking Christ. Alright. On the bright side, hey, let's look at it on the bright side, right? The fucking launch vehicle does way better than I could ever have expected, frankly. It flies surprisingly well. It allows me to do very, very, very angled approaches, and it gets me a good amount out of the atmosphere, etc. Like, this part is brilliant. In fact, I get into space with far more resources than I thought I ever would, and this part is excellent. Just forget about all of the other parts. Hey. Yeah, parallel to orbit might not be a terrible idea instead of the intercept. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Does the game allow me to actually change the direction where my rocket is facing? Because if it does, that would be huge. Because Kerbal Space Program 1 didn't do that. Let's try that. Let's fucking try that. Can you? No. No, you can't. You can just change the workspace orientation. Because it would be great if all I could do was take this rocket and point it another direction. That would be fantastic. Alright, wait, hold on. I can kinda sorta do that. I can kinda sorta do that, can't I? I can kinda sorta do that. If I take the rocket, right? And I, like, fucking just rotate the whole thing. Right, okay. And I just rotate the whole fucking thing. What? No. No. No video game. Rotate. Oh, no. Video game. Now what did I do? That's a very good question. Well, it's transparent now for reasons. Okay. Well, I've pressed something. It clearly was not the right thing to press, however. Nope. Aha, okay, that works, sorta. I wish you would allow me to do precise fucking degrees, rather than this fucking retarded kinda spin it based on feeling alone. But I guess I'll take it. Sorta. Is that placed now? Let's see. Yes, okay. But now I bet you it doesn't translate the direction, does it? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't change the 0 point at all. Oh, that is cancer. Okay. We might be able to do this still. Let me see. Alright, okay. You tilt like that. Okay. That is awful, but it works, sorta. perfectly stable, but better than it could be. See, that worked fine. That worked just fine. Yes, I could have done it using the cockpit, but that would be silly. Go away. This works beautifully. Perfectly, in fact. And separate. See? That worked better than perfect. A bit. Okay. Aha. A tiny bit. That was snowing. A tiny. Oh, why can't I? Please focus on shuttle. Thank you. A tiny bit wobbly, but that's not a problem. You know, a little bit of wobble is in fact quite beneficial. Right, 40,000 meters. Didn't get far enough up this time, I don't think. Nope. Too much lean. Okay, can I change that now? Let's see. Ah. Yes, it changes everything. Oh, okay, fine. Pain. Tilt less early. Is that the load thing? Oh god, please tell me that's the load thing. Nope, not like that. Nope, not like that either. That. Okay. Where even is the fucking load button? Okay. Wipe out. Double click. Nope. Did I name it here? Yes, there it is. Load. Alright. If we turn the entire thing... Launch assembly. That threatens to crash the video game. Otherwise, it does very little. Okay. Rotate. All of it. And try that. Right. Now, do you wobble the correct direction? We shall see very soon. It does wobble the correct direction. That will do for now. East is the way of the heathen, chat. Nobody goes east. Not without very good reason. The west is the way forward. Always to the west. The east is the way of evil, of deceit, panic, and the Chinaman. The west is the way. Almost ready for separation. Nice tall apoapsis this time. If the video game could let me fucking scroll. There. Okay, we're gonna make it a little bit upwards there. Before we start actually burning. A little bit more. There, roundabout. Now we point ourselves towards the horizon, and we continue to burn. See, you can argue that there are better ways to do it, but that would mean going to the east. I do not understand what going to the east means, huh? It means poverty and sadness and many other terrible things. Always go to the west. It is where your fathers went. There is no reason why we should go any other direction. It is the only direction, in fact. And a little bit steadier. And now we keep a lookout on that. Need to speed up a little bit. Must avoid the Earth. Because if you hit the Earth, your quest to go into space falters. Must not strike planet. Keep the apoapses ahead of me. Now we can go prograde. Still have decent amount of fuel. What's the apoapsis? 133,000 meters? More than enough. More than enough, chat. See? Your silly, bigoted notions about going east have been disproven most thoroughly. Don't you feel fucking stupid now, huh? I bet you do feel pretty fucking stupid right about now. It's like, go east. Ah. Why the fuck would you go east when you can go west? Silly chat. Stupid chat. Ah, foolish chat. Once more, the West has demonstrated its superiority over the hordes of the East. The East. What did the East ever give us except for diseases and COVID and bird flu? And we'll get a little bit closer to it. And go back to prograde. You would already have an orbit, but it's easy. It's not worth it. Like, this is the problem with today's youth. There's like, it's just gotta be easy. Go east. No, you must have a little bit of character, okay? A little bit of spirit, a little bit of personality. You can't just do what is easy all the time. That's foolish and exceedingly dumb, yes. Plus, we've already lightened the load severely by putting 2 Kerbals on the planet instead of up here with us. Get that up to 170,000. 150. Now I do wish it would just tell me the numbers without having to hover over them. That would be very useful as well. There, good enough. That is a pretty damn nice and stable orbit right there, chat. Chat. Silly chat. Mercenary X21 says, hope this includes a docking port guide. Anyone remember having to eyeball the docking of ships to stations before Fish Finder docking port mod? Well, I wish it had more of a, like, programmable aspect to it, because as much as landing a ship and having the option to land the ship is great, I wish the game would just be like, okay, if you want to do like this, like do a 20-degree turn there, then a 20-degree turn... Oh my god, this fucking system. I would massively prefer that. Oh, am I not allowed to pivot in that direction? Okay. Alright, can I pivot the other direction? Maybe? The camera is your greatest enemy in this video game, by far. Now, which way is the moon spinning? That way. Alright. I might be able to intercept the moon just like this, actually. Spin that one out. That's a bit much. Yanking in a bit. Close, close. Bit more. There. Right, our orbit is a pinch wobbly, I admit. Okay, so... I still don't understand, because, again, in the first one, it was so obvious. When you had a good orbital meet point, it would simply tell you, whereas here, like, I think those little dots up there are supposed to indicate that I'm on an intercept course. I think the blue dot is me, so if I can, like, Like, I wish I could just see the shadow of my ship near the moon, because that would make it so easy to be like, okay, I'm gonna be here, and the moon is going to be there. Whereas now, I don't know where I am. I don't know what angle I am at. I don't know where I'm relative to the moon. Am I above it? Am I below it? Like, cause this looks good. Right? Because this looks like I will enter the moon here and then exit there. Is what it looks like. At which point I can just, like, retrograde burn to slow myself down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Because, yes, I will enter it there and I will exit it there. But, again, it would be really nice to know exactly where the moon is during this maneuver. Like, is the moon here? Is the moon here? Is the moon here? Where? Alright, well, we'll try that one out. This time, however, I am going to be intelligent enough to motherfucking save. Man 1. There. Alright, 34 minutes until we reach the point. There we are. SAS and maneuver point. And a few more seconds until we begin our journey towards the moon. Alright, let's see if it's as difficult to see where the fuck I'm going this time as last time. Are the lines moving? That's not correct, video game. Stop burn, that's not correct. Yeah, that's not correct at all, video game. That's not even remotely fucking correct. I have no idea how the video game thought it would end up with that form, with that command. Wow, that was weird. Okay, so it was like, stop burn then. Like, no, that's nowhere near close enough. It's not even remotely close enough, in fact. Okay. Yeah, the whole intercept thing definitely needs a lot more fine-tuning, because it is not telling you correctly, like, oh, stop the burn then. No, I would still be in orbit around the Earth if I stopped the burn then. Well, that'll have me entering there and exiting there, so... not perfect, but it's workable. We are not going to use the warp time thing this time, because that thing is awful. Instead, we are just going to do it like this. That makes a lot more sense. Yes. That makes an absolute assload more sense. Alright, another maneuver point. Let's see. No, just slow down here. And slow down a bit more. See, 112. I got more than enough for that too, not a problem. Okay, that'll set me up with alignment. How high is that upper axis? It doesn't tell me. 11 kilometers. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. More than enough. Alright, I'm trusting you, video game. Let's warp to the maneuver point. Actually, let me get in position first, then we'll maneuver. Get to the maneuver point, I think. That feels far more intelligent. Oh, you can't do that while speeding up, can you? No, you can't. I don't know why it doesn't maneuver. I wish you would stop popping up. I don't know why it doesn't maneuver whilst you're moving at a higher speed. Maybe because it screws up the rigidity, because I remember that was the thing with Kerbal Space Program. If you moved too fast, you would actually break your spaceship apart as you tried to move, because the physics wouldn't affect the ship in the correct way, and so everything would just fucking shatter. The Holsnet asks, never played the first one. Is the idea just explore space with autistic physics? Yes. That is pretty much the entire idea. There is no real goal currently, because it's just sandbox. But eventually, when the campaign gets into the game, you will have to worry about spending... The fucking time warp is bugged. Yep, the time warp is actually completely and utterly fucking borked. Do not use... Oh yeah, you have to use that one. That one works. The one you get from here works. Every other one just goes mad, apparently. Like, okay. Well... Every other one just goes fucking bonkers. Right, well, I'm glad I saved at least. Time acceleration is such a nice feature too, because, you know, it helps. And when it doesn't fucking work, that hurts just a little bit. Okay. That one works. All the other ones don't. Well, we'll try again. Let me try it, because in Kerbal 1, it actually adjusted the burn time to how much you were actually burning. So this time, let's try burn at 100% and see if it lines up better then. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, is that better? No, it still misses quite badly, but at least it doesn't miss as badly. Alright. A little bit more. There, that's more correct. It might also be that you need to cut it like precisely 0, so I'm sure that there's a hotkey that sends max 0 acceleration and maximum acceleration. So you can just turn the engines off and on to 100%. Alright, and we'll speed it up like this, and we will not speed it up using the time warp, because the time warp is fucking shit. Right, there we are. I feel like I probably... Yeah, I should have... Yeah, I was a little bit too fast. Alright, hopefully it's not impossible. That's a very derpy one. Yeah, too fast. Okay, but if I can just sling it around... a little bit. Like this. Then that should be at least... salvageable. There, and then another maneuver point there to finally actually get me into contact with the damn thing. Alright, let's try that. Nope. It does the same thing again. Okay, so this time that one didn't work either. Lovely. I am fucking hating the time warping mechanic so far. Alright, time warping. Bugged. Very bugged. On the future orbit, is that what it is? Does it show you 2 orbits? Maybe. It's like Arch doesn't know how to play a game he's never played before. That's weird. I know, chat. It's odd. It's very confusing to you. I massively do prefer the way Kerbal Space Program 1 made it. As it was way easier to see what you were actually doing in that one, and where you would actually end up when you were doing things. Whereas here you have a vague inclination of where you are heading rather than the actual outline of the ship telling you. Right, make sure we get on target. I'm not inside of the atmosphere. And the video game quite clearly tells you that I am well outside of the atmosphere. Okay, 5 seconds again to burn. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was pretty close. Perfect. Alright, delete that maneuver node. And then we'll speed up time to get to the next one. And focus on the mun. More speed. This one looks promising. Very promising. Still going to need to maneuver a little bit in there, though. Very promising. Let's see, a little bit closer. Actually, I can probably do it there. Right, so 57 minutes to point. And if we just burn, let's see, no. Definitely not. Okay, that will get me closer. The problem is, again, I don't know where the moon actually is, because I can't see myself here, so I'm guessing where the moon is going to be when I'm doing this. So that will be when I re-enter there? Again, I massively prefer Kerbal Space Program's way of doing this. Just absolutely, massively prefer it. Delete that one. How does this change, though? Okay, so that is now there. Touchy. Again, not knowing where the fuck the moon is really the thing that's throwing me off. Because that will have me enter there and exit there, which is not anywhere near enough. I'm completely blind. Because by the time I get there, I'm not going to have any opportunity to try and chase it. Like, that would be silly. If I do that... Okay, now finally, it's telling me where I am in relevance to the moon. Okay, let's try that one. Now that's a future burn point, though. So that will be in a day. Is there any way I can... I don't trust those burn points, though, because they end up wrong every fucking time so far. Yep, nope. What if I do it just on the dot? No. Delete. That will send me back around, but that's not exactly what I want. Again, I'm trying to just simply guess where the moon's orbit is, which is kind of the problem, as I'm trying to just brute force guess where the moon is going to be in relevance to me. So that's in 29 minutes. So if I do that, I slow myself down enough to finally be caught by the moon's orbit. Okay, we'll try that one then. Once we turn, and we're almost there. Just probably a straight retrograde burn, nothing particularly fancy. $627. I'll need to use a little bit of descent module, but that's not the biggest deal. $12 minutes, 11 minutes, 10 minutes. 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Alright. Still on target? Yes. Oh, this'll be interesting. If nothing else. It looks correct. Whether or not it is an entirely different matter. Oh, it definitely didn't get the calculation quite correct on the amount of time there, but still. Move that out. And activate that engine. $150,000 meters. And that gives me an orbit. Alright. No, not destroy that. Destroy that. Not the space capsule again. Not again. Not one more time, at least. Another maneuver plan. Right, I'd prefer to try and land on the illuminated side, obviously. That burn is in 2 hours, 9 minutes. That sounds relatively correct, as I'm traveling fairly slowly. All right. Fappy the Clown says, "Hail, Commandant. There's been some rumors circulating in the 40k community the GW is working towards a kind of end times scenario with the Tyranids. I was wondering if you heard of this, and if so, what's your thoughts, word on this?" Well, I don't see the reason why they would end time 40k, seeing as it's profitable. Like, end timesing it would kind of murder it. So I hope they don't. That'd be rather stupid. They might, though. Or it might simply just make it into a big event-style thing, where a bunch of things happen and they get to sell a bunch of event books. That would hardly be unusual for GW, and then try to sell it like kind of an end-timesy thing. Maybe to just try and get people on board with it, or to get them excited, or angry, perhaps. Angry enough to buy their books. Entirely possible. I don't think they'll end time it, though, because, I mean, what are they going to do? Recreate 40k? As what? As another Age of Sigmar? Age of 40k? I don't think that's gonna increase their sails noticeably. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's gonna tank them pretty violently. Okay, it's a bit difficult to see what is flat here. Okay, do we want to do like one turn more? Or try to land somewhere? We'll try to land. Not there. Definitely don't want to land there. That looks derpy. I want to land here. We'll try having a full trip around, I think. Then again, the Mun's gonna move with me. Right, let's try having a spin. See where that leads us. Not awful, but not quite where I would want it either. That's better. There. We'll try that. We will save again, though. Mun 2. In the hopes that the landing will be, functional. Yes, functional is the word we're going to use. Now these little damned things, I don't have a key to deploy them at the moment, do I? Well, as long as I keep this up, that won't be too much of a problem. I wish I could minimize it, like just this piece. Does that by any chance? Yes, it does. Alright, it would be nice if there were two different gear groups, mind you, but oh well. Alright, I have solar panels too. Yay! Look at that. Isn't that great? I don't think I've actually used any of my batteries, mind you, but hey, it's nice to have. Plus, it'll increase the wind drag on the surface of the moon, thereby making landing considerably easier. Yes. That's how wind works on the moon, you see. Alright, let's see how fast a landing this is. 440 meters per second. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Well, we definitely want to speed down a bit on that. But we'll do that when we're a little bit closer to the actual moon. We'll set it up for retrograde. And we'll speed it up a little bit. I'm hoping that the moon will, you know, give me some higher resolution textures eventually so I can see where the fuck I'm landing. That'd be nice. Vigwiper asks, what's your opinion of the game so far, Arch? Well, it's Kerbal Space Program 1, but I much prefer the previous one's planning system. It was way easier to understand, and you could pretty much understand it at a simple glance, and there was no real issues there. You were shown where you were in relevance to the moon, or whatever planet you were going to, nice and simple. It was very little fuss. For all of the supposed complexity of Kerbal Space Program, it frankly isn't all that difficult to figure out. Well, we don't need the solar panels anymore. I'm not entirely sure why I'm spinning like a madman at the moment. It confuses me a pinch. You're gonna settle into a retrograde there? You are. Okay. Let's start slowing down. We're gonna need it. I don't want you to be up, no. might be too fast for all I know. Yep, definitely probably too fast. As I have quite a lot of velocity packed on. Definitely going way too fast. Maybe I should have put a bigger engine on this thing after all. Yeah, I think I want a couple of turns around the planet, bleeding off speed, before I try to land, because I think I am coming in way, way too fast, and I do not think I'll have a good way to slow myself down. Now, 1,000 meters left. I am not going to bleed off the remaining 200 per meters per second in that time, I do not think. Nope. And this, chat, is why we save, because otherwise, impacting the moon at 150 meters does that. But hey, the Kerbal survived, so it's kind of a successful landing, in a way. We gotta burn off some speed first. So, is it falling or is it rising, perchance? Let me see, 1,555. It's constant. Okay. In that case, we're gonna need to retrograde a little bit. We wanna get ourselves a fair old bit closer to the planet. That's probably too much. That was definitely too much. Yes, try that again. Do not use the burn and time compression at the same time. It's unfortunate. Right. Get as low as we can, which is the periapsis. The Hallucinator says, quickly, Arch, what is the name of those people who were claimed to be the only indigenous people in Europe, and who made that claim? That was the Sami. The Sami are weird and strange people, and nobody should take the Sami very seriously. But the people who made that claim weren't actually the Sami, it was the European Union. You know, because the European Union are not actually indigenous to Europe. No, no, no. They came here, you see, from, I presume, Mars, in all due likelihood, considering how fucking stupid they are. Mars would seem reasonable. Okay. 60,000. 50,000. 40,000. There. Let's try that. I'm worried about the fuel I have to get back home. Very worried, in fact. I feel like I'm not going to have anywhere near enough fuel to come back home. I'm very worried about my fuel to come back home, in fact, yes. Okay, that bleeds off a decent bit of speed in the spin there, and then I pick it up again as I accelerate down to the periapsis. Alright. I have a sneaking suspicion I didn't bring enough fuel. That's my current theory. Or a powerful enough engine. That might be my secondary theory. Spin. $10,000. Let me check my speed there. Lowering the speed for safety. Oh, good. It's always nice to know that we have safety. Okay, that brings me back to 500 at that point, which is still way, way, way too fast. Still way too much acceleration. Right, let's try and see how much we can bleed off now. Right. That gives us way less to bleed off than the last time, but I don't know if it's enough. Throttle is locked while time warp is over 1x. On the right side, we might be able to land directly on a slope, which, as any Kerbal Space Program veteran will tell you, is where you would want to land, because slopes are friendly terrain. It is where you are most likely to find friendly Martians or other wonderful little critters that might help you as you begin to colonize the solar system. If you don't land on the slope, well, what do you think you're gonna do? You're not gonna find no civilization in no plains, Sonny Jim. That's not how that works. Well, I guess we can miss the slope just barely. Still too fucking fast, I think. Alright. The terrain underneath us looks alright. 27,000 meters, need to burn off... maybe. You can come home with about 800. I've made it on like 600. It's possible. You don't need all that much, but I do not think I have enough. I went for a very small fuel tank, and I don't think that is going to work out well. Which is particularly stupid, considering it's sandbox mode, and I don't have to worry about the costs of, well, anything. Right, just keep ourselves at the same speed. We can burn off about 100 meters per second per 10,000 meters. The soundtrack is pretty kick-ass, yes, chat. Alright. Yeah, I definitely don't think I have enough fuel. I am like 99% sure I do not have quite enough fuel. The speed is getting way more manageable. In fact, I think I might have the speed under control, but I am going to use too much fuel. Almost certain I'm going to use too much fuel. The worst part is, I have no idea which way is up and down on this capsule right now. So when I try to do the manual landing, I am going to be doing all kinds of weird and interesting stuff. Probably flipping myself over repeatedly. I should have brought a smaller engine for the maneuvering part, because that would have actually made getting to the moon a lot easier, and probably would have left me with a lot more Delta V in orbit too, and I could probably have actually done the maneuvering here without the descent stage, because the descent stage shouldn't really be doing this much work. Okay. Right. Man 3. Right, so which way is what? That is the big old question now then. Which way is what? That way is that. that way is that. Ooh. That way is that way is that. Oh, the fucking... The control system in this game is interesting. Very interesting. Oh, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh. I wish it would be fucking relative to the camera. I wish it would be relative to the camera, because then I would know, like, okay, if I press that key does happen. Instead, I kind of gotta, like, experiment with what keys does what, and at what angle. Oh, I hate it. I fucking hate it. Alright. Is that the correct keel? No, that is not the correct keel. Ugh. Not at all. Oof. I fucking hate the control system. And the worst part is, of course, the vehicle spins at the same time, making it even harder to figure out what fucking axes you are manipulating at any one given time. Right. Fine. Do these work, by the way? No, they definitely don't work. That will point me up, though, which is something. Well, we're gonna get a Mun landing, but we're not gonna get home again, I don't think. Oh, nice big fat slope, too. Beautiful. Fantastic. Ideal. Turn that on and off, I guess. Okay. Nope, no. That's actually taking me off the ground again. Bouncy! We need to be getting closer to the ground, aircraft. Closer, not further. Touchy, touchy, touchy. Touchy, touchy. Touchy, touchy. Okay. That's got me within acceptable speed limits. I'm spinning around like a madman. I shouldn't. Really shouldn't. And I'm trying to think on how to do all of the controls at the same time whilst also slowing down. Too much? Oh, I hate the controls so much. I fucking hate the controls so much. I hate the controls so very, very much. I hate the controls so very, very much. I hate the controls so very, very much. No, go away. Why the fuck do you pop up? Stop popping up. I need to actually land at some point. Nope. Ah. Oh, I hate the controls so much. I hate the controls so much. I hate the controls so fucking much. You do not understand how much I hate this control system. Oh, I hate the controls so fucking much. Oh, I hate them. Oh, I hate them so much. Yeah, I know the retro game. The thing is, that just tilts me over like this, which is not at all what I want to do here. That is not at all what I want to do here. It's like, if the controls were just relative to which direction your fucking pod was pointing in, it would be so easy. But it isn't. It's relevant to its own axes, which makes it such an enormous fucking pain to stabilize. No, don't stop. Oh, God. Yep, no. North. North. And we're too tall, too. That's the best part of it. Yeah, never mind. This is fucking good enough. I don't fucking care anymore. I fucking hate these controls so much. Oh, you have no idea how much I hate these fucking controls. There you go. We landed on the Mun. That's good enough. Oh, I hate those fucking controls so much. I hate these fucking controls so very fucking much. And no, these are not the controls. That's the thing. This is just the ball. This is just the automatic thing. The controls is bound to the ship's XYZ axes, but it's bound to a specific axis. And as the craft spins, so the axis changes as well. Which means that as you're maneuvering, the direction that the controls take you in actively change even as you are maneuvering, which is absolutely awful. And you need to kill X and Y movement. That's probably a good idea, yes. I don't know how you do that. Because you can't kill the spin, can you? Unless that is a new thing they've added in which case I would love to, because that would be fucking great. Oh, I do hate the movement system so much. Alright, I want to try that one more time. I do think there's a... Is there a camera? Because there is a camera system somewhere. No. That is not the camera system. There was a camera system for the aircraft, at least, because that would make it a lot easier. What are you doing? I don't know, but you're doing it wrong. Because the plane did have a camera lock system. Stabilize, maybe? Because right now we've got too much forward movement. And way too much speed as well. Yep, this is just gonna make me tip. Yep. Oh, and then to turn that off. Great. Yeah. Did it fuck up my autosave? Because I'm pretty sure I was not that close to the Mun in my autosave. Maybe retrograde? No, that's stupid. Apparently, I managed a better manual landing than the control ball did. No, that's all off or all on. All right. Body, flight camera mode, auto, chase, horizon, celestial, capture. This is useless. This is absolutely useless. Body. No, because that's not tied to when it rotates. That is at least tied to when it rotates, but now I can't tilt to see anything else. I would genuinely prefer a fucking cockpit view, because at least then I would have the ability to input, you know, minute adjustments. Oh, yeah, this is awful, too. No, I think this is probably the best view I can get, and then I just need to continuously keep guessing which direction the thing flies in. Alright. Oh, this is gonna take so much fucking getting used to. So much fucking getting used to. Right, well, we can afford to fall a bit more. Fly by the nav ball. I don't know what you mean by fly by the nav ball. Okay. Try and get that a little bit more right. Stop using so much speed because I'm going to make fucking liftoff again. And fall a little bit more. Now I'm picking up way too much side speed, though. And then I need to guess which way the fucking controls work again. Because they've, of course, changed. Way too much side speed. Just left, right, and center. Oh, it's all I fucking ask for. It is all I fucking ask for, and the game just does not give you it. Okay. Now I'm fucking using too much speed because I'm actually lifting off again. Just a lock view. Just a fucking lock view. No. I want to turn that thing off because it is awful. Right, now let's try going up, maybe. That's arrested some of my sideways momentum. Nowhere near fucking all of it, but some. Yeah, still way too much fucking side. Yep. I fucking hate these controls so much. I really do. I loathe them. I've always hated them. I hate them even more now. There is no using the fucking nav ball. You can't click on the nav ball, you fucking tards. It's the sideways momentum. The nav ball has nothing to do with that. You know, 2 kilo on spare. So, horizontal velocity is the only thing left. Yeah, I know that, but... Oh, God, okay. Let me try using nothing but the commands, then. Because the thing is, then it spends the entire thing on its fucking head. Which is not really a great idea. Not to mention, like, the game should be flyable. Like, the game has no automated controls and no programmable controls. The game needs to be flyable. Because if the game is not flyable, then you might as well just have an autopilot. This is a game design issue, where you can't lock your fucking view of the ship in any way that makes sense. Like, this makes no sense, this makes no sense, this is even fucking worse. This is literally the only view that even makes marginal sense, and it doesn't make a whole lot of marginal sense. And this time it's just too much fucking speed in general, because I didn't burn early enough. Yep. I hate the control system. I hate them so much. Alright, again, chat, it's... The nav ball does not function the way you think it functions. The nav ball does not tell me my fucking side speed. The nav ball simply tells me up and down in relative space. That is all the nav ball does. That fixes the speed problem, at least mostly. Decent speed. More. Is it flat underneath me? Yes. For once. Coming down a little at an angle. Okay, thank fucking God. Oh, piece of shit. I fucking hate this control system. I fucking hate the control system. Like, literally, just give me a controllable control system and I'll be fucking happy. That is all I need. That is all I need. Like, all I want to do is have a fucking input where I can go like, oh, tilt X amount of degrees. That's what I want. I want to program this fucking thing. Doing this manually is just fucking stupid. And I hate it a tremendous deal. Now, you can go outside. Do I have a jetpack? I don't have a jetpack. That makes me sad. Why don't I have a jetpack? There. Jetpack status off. That is presumably why. How does jetpack status turn on? I wish to jetpack video game. Well, I don't know how to turn jetpack on. This makes me sad. R. There we are. Thank you, chat. Yeah. Why'd you do that, jetpack? God. I wish this was just the view on the fucking thing where you move it. Like, this is all you need to put on the rocket, okay? This. Rocket spins to maintain axes with point of view. This is all you need on the fucking rocket. There you go. That's the up one. Maybe I can go home with this. You never know. Oh. There does seem to be a maximum altitude with that, sadly. Oh, there it is. How much fuel is in the jetpack? Vessel resources. I take it that's the jetpack? Yes. Nice. That feels like a far more generous jetpack than the one in Kerbal Space Program 1. Now, sadly, there's nothing to do on the moon. And look at that, too. See, we went west, and we conquered the moon. Whereas if we had gone east, all we would have done is arrive in China. Nobody wanted to arrive in China. Absolutely no one. We went west. And thus the moon. Oh, you don't fall over if you screw up the landing anymore. That's nice. That was a moon rook over there I wanted to see. And then you stick the landing. There's no friction anymore there, feels like, which is a bit weird. That's the moon. That's the rock I wanted to see. That rock. Because that rock there is special. As you can quite clearly tell. There. A beautiful little rock. We like this rock. It will protect us against the solar radiation. And luckily, since there's no food and water in the game, well, she can simply stay there until a larger rescue rocket can make its way to her. That is all it takes. That is all it takes. A larger rescue rocket. Noble in Exile says, East is East and therefore inferior. That is true. That is entirely true. I can't believe that people wanted me to go east. It's just fucking weird. Just fucking weird. Oh. I seem to be picking up speed. Don't worry, I'll land and I'll No, you can kill yourself. You just gotta try. Oh, that's mildly amusing. I do like that. I do like that. The first woman in space is also the last woman in space, as it turns out, as the Kerbal Space Program was discontinued shortly thereafter. As, frankly, was deserved, honestly. Everyone mourned for about 5 seconds, and then never again. Make a casino on the Mun? Maybe. Alright, well, Kerbal Space Program 2 is functional. It works. You can go places. It has all of the same annoying things as the first one. It does come with, I think, pretty much all of the bits and pieces of the first one. Means I can't see anything immediately that I'm missing. The aircraft is a lot easier to fly than in 1, which is nice, I suppose. I wonder if there's a really big aircraft, maybe. Is there a really big aircraft? I think we tried to fly that one. Oh, okay. Well, it's really fucking cute, if nothing else. Whoa. Whoa. Careful there. Well, look at that. It flies. See, it is so much easier when you can recognize the X, Y, and Z axis. Like, it makes everything else so much better. Oh, Christ. Can I do a loop? I can. Right, one rudder. Okay, that's certainly better than the other design, which had many rudders. Oh yeah, it is so much easier to fly in this one compared to the first one. It is not even funny. Like, you can do some fucking aerial acrobatics with this thing. We should buzz the tower. Bit sensitive, mind you. But otherwise, lovely. I wonder if I can land on the roof. That'd be mildly hilarious. Okay, a little early. A little early on the dive. Oh well, it's just a few $1 million. Money doesn't exist in this world, as it is the communist utopia, after all. But I think this is gonna have to wait until there's a proper campaign, where there's actually something good to do, you know, when there's objectives, and there's money, and there's research and stuff, and preferably a whole heaping hell of a lot of mods. As right now, I mean, it's a prettier Kerbal Space Program, but it's not really a better Kerbal Space Program, I wouldn't say. Not in early access, at least. The fucking, the maneuver tool is annoying as hell. I much prefer the previous one, but I also much prefer this one's flight module, so give and take, I do suppose, but the fact that it is only sandbox makes it kinda pointless to play at the moment, as I do want a proper campaign with, again, research and money and objectives and stuff, you know? So, I think we'll wrap this one up there, frankly, and maybe we could do some KPS1 instead, because I feel like that one's more fun, because in that one you gotta do more, you know, stuff to get forward and unlock new things. And you frequently have to use, substandard equipment, shall we say, to get things done. Alright. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and until we see each other again, have a good day. And thank you for your super generous donations, of course, as always. Have a good day.